Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Brian Peterson here, and last night was the discussion between Rener GRACIE and Tom Deblass. Guys, hopefully we can get some closure after this. I thought it was a great discussion. Here's the breakdown. Real quick backstory. You guys, most of you already know, Jack Rener was a white belt student, had a little bit of wrestling experience, ended up rolling at a school down in Del Mar, close to San Diego, California. He got the black belt, ended up doing a forward roll, rolling back take a la Leo Vieira, and unfortunately it broke the neck of Jack Rener, rendered him a quadriplegic. That was 5 years ago. He has since recovered quite a bit. He can walk now, and he's been seen on a video online. You guys can watch of him hiking up a mountain. He's definitely still screwed up, and he's going to be affected for the rest of his life. So this happened, and there was a court case, and Rener GRACIE was the expert witness who was called to basically give his opinion on the technique. So what ended up happening was the plaintiff, Jack Rener, he didn't get any kind of payout from the insurance company, and so they had to go through a legal means. And since he did that, Rener GRACIE was the expert witness, and he didn't say it was malicious, but it turns out that the move was negligent. Let's use the word negligent. The instructor, in other words, the catastrophe could have been avoided. Again, guys, I've done several videos on this. I really think the move was just horribly applied. Anyway, Tom Deblass, this is how I first found out. Tom Deblass went online, and he was kind of given some information that maybe wasn't totally clear or correct, and so he kind of went at Rener GRACIE right away. But he came to him like a man, and he contacted him, and then now they have this discussion over the incident. And I thought it was a great discussion. Rener GRACIE kind of laid out all the facts. So guys, a lot of people were against Rener on this. And again, the moment I saw the video, I thought, oh man, that's crazy. And then by the second viewing, I saw the trapped arm and this forward roll. Immediately, my opinion, guys, it was negligent. I mean, the instructor was pretty careless in his application of the move. That's not how we traditionally do the move. We usually have a shoulder on the back of the neck, whether it be a seatbelt or a double under situation, not with a trapped arm pressing with his toes, jamming his partner's neck into the mat. So that's my opinion. Anyway, the discussion between Tom Deblass and Rener GRACIE went really well. It was not a debate. Tom Deblass mentioned that multiple times, that they are just having a civil discussion. And I thought that was awesome, because you had two adults that human beings that are from the same we're all part of Jiu-Jitsu, but they had differing opinions on the matter, and they came together and had a great exchange. Obviously, Rener was the one that had most of the info. He was the guy that was involved in the case for the last 2 years, even though the incident happened 5 years ago. And Rener told everybody that, a lot of people were upset about this, but he had nothing to do with the $46 million. So Jack Rener was awarded a $46 million settlement. The insurance, they didn't want to pay out from the very beginning. It all probably could have been avoided, but they didn't want to. And, I know that there was issues with Tom Deblass had with Rener on the word spike. Rener explained that yes, we use the word spike in jiu-jitsu and in grappling, but to an average person, he used it, and maybe that came across wrong to a lot of people. I don't really have a problem with the language. I think that I would have used the words, the instructor jammed his opponent's neck into the mat before attempting this forward forward roll. But anyway, all that aside, Tom was not aware that the defense, they had Clark Gracie, Rener's second cousin, on the other side for the defendant. And Clark Gracie even said it himself when he was asked, do you perform the move the way that the move was performed on the video? And even he said, no, that's not how he performs it. So, the defense, I don't think put up a very good defense. And as well, I don't think that they would have had a very good defense even so. But anyway, Tom Deblass was mistaken on a lot of things, and I think it all got cleared up by Rener. Again, no $46 million, by Rener. That came in from the jury. And then the other thing was Tom Deblass kept mentioning a Granby roll, a potential Granby roll by the person on bottom. Again, I have just everything I see in that video. No Granby roll was attempted. It's not going to happen when you have a trapped arm like that. The Greener was not in control of anything. And then tacked onto that, Rener also pointed out the fact that the judge actually said, well, first of all, the defense never even mentioned Granby roll. And when it even was brought up about the Jack Greener possibly being able to roll, the judge threw it out altogether, said there is no fault to Jack Greener. We're not even going to ask that question. So, so in the end, there's no reason to vilify, Rener GRACIE, which is kind of what I thought. Again, that was my opinion from the beginning. I think a lot of minds were changed after this discussion, which is what's great about discussions. Discussions like this, two men came together, had a talk, a little chit chat about everything that went down. A lot of stuff was cleared up. And again, I think that a lot of people had preconceived notions on Rener GRACIE's character. They don't like him for other reasons. So then they immediately want to jump on the bandwagon and attack him and be against him. And, he's done a great job with Gracie University, and now he's moved on to apparel. And I think there's a little bit, to be honest, there's probably got to be some jealousy there by a lot of people. They're afraid that, he's making money in Jiu-Jitsu, so therefore he's a big bad man. But I have nothing against the gentleman. Tom Deblass, I thought, although I think he's wrong about the Granby roll attempt to even think that, I thought he was an incredible gentleman coming together with Rener to have this discussion. Hats off to both gentlemen for letting us all know what happened and their opinions. And I thought there was a lot of agreement towards the end of that. So even if they do differ a little, so incredible discussion, guys. I'd love to put this to rest now. Too bad for Jack Greener. Too bad for Iturralde, the instructor. I feel bad for both of them. It was a tragic accident. I do think it was negligent. Done with that, guys. Instructors out there, get your waivers set, get your insurance policy, and then also, if you haven't done it already, get into some type of system, curriculum to help your beginners along the way. That way we don't have any type of catastrophic injuries in Jiu-Jitsu. The bumps and bruises, the tweaks are going to happen. Accidents happen all the time, but it's very important that we try to avoid the serious injuries like what just happened to Jack Greener. And the last thing I want to say, guys, the most powerful statement for me was by Rener GRACIE when he said, people were so upset about the judgment that it's going to set a precedent for students to sue their instructors over negligence. And, I really felt it was powerful when he said, imagine if it went the other way and if there was no payout, if there was no insurance payout for Jack Greener. Think about that. What does that say for Jiu-Jitsu? If an instructor can break the neck of a student, have a horrible catastrophe like that, And if nothing goes out to them, I mean, if a black belt instructor can do that to a student, I think that would sell a horrible precedent for jiu-jitsu right there. So I think we need to be more safe with our students. It's a wake-up call to all of us. I'm definitely, I've always had care involved in my teaching, but even more so now after something like this. And I think we all should. And I think even though this was a horrible incident and we wish it never would have occurred, I think after everything that's gone down and transpired, we're going to be much better in jiu-jitsu because of this. So amazing discussion by Tom Deblass and Rener GRACIE. I thank both of them for clearing the air. Okay, thank you guys so much. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.